say you want war, let's go, let's go. You say you want war, let's go, let's go. You say you want war, let's go.
I want war!
Hey, let's
Hello everybody, this is GQ Shooter here with a review of the Cyma M14. I got this around 2 days ago in my Evike box of awesomeness. It cost me $169, and in that box I got the Cyma M14 and I had the ASG M500 shotgun, something like that. So I got a shotgun and I also got this. And even though the shotgun is a little cheapo shotgun, all plastic and whatnot, this made my package worth it. Alright, I'm going to do a quick review on the M14. Basically, a little history on it. It came out in 2000. The military wanted a designated marksman rifle, and so actually SOCOM wanted it. Special Operations Command wanted it, and so they came out with the M14 EBR, which stands for Enhanced Battle Rifle. The real steel version comes out at 11.2 pounds. They shoot 7.62 millimeter rounds by 51. And in 2004, the Navy SEALs deployed it in Afghanistan. Alright, now the Cyma version, M14, this one weighs 9.6 pounds. And since it's so heavy, it's real convenient that they also included the sling attachments, as you can see right here. Of course, you have your orange tip that comes with this, standard in US by federal law. But when you take this orange tip off, there's a really nice flash hider in there. It's already in there. You just got to take this tip off, which I haven't got a chance to do yet. Of course, you have a full rail system. Look at the rail all the way across the top here. Another one all the way across the bottom. Two on the side, so plenty of space for your for red dots. Plenty of space for if you want to do a bipod with the hand grip. Moving down, you also have this convenient little rail right here, which is for the scope. So if you got your scope, all you do is get you a scope, and this is right here. It's a $20 scope I got off Amazon. I forgot the name of it. It's an awesome scope, by the way. Anyways, boom, ready to go. You know, usually for the AKs or the regular M14s, you have to get a special scope or a special rail mount to mount on the side of the gun in order to put the scope on. Alright, moving down some more. Safety. This is your safety, as you can see right there. Once your safety is engaged, you can't pull the trigger. Disengage, you're good to go. Safety's on. This is your fire selector. It's a little bit weird. Okay, that's full auto. You twist it counterclockwise, going all the way back down. You're in semi. Anyways, that's the fire selector. Bottom of the gun. This is the Hopup right here. It has a plate hop-up system. I don't know if you ever heard of that. I've never heard of it before that. But anyways, with this mechanism, there's a piston that I push in right here. When I rotate, it pushes this little rod up. The rod pushes the arm pushes down the plate, and that gives you your hop-up. Anyways, I find it very interesting. But beware, it takes a lot of turns to adjust this. I mean, I had my buddy of mine, he got the exact same gun. He was turning it, so hey, it doesn't lock in. It takes a lot of turns for it to lock out, go all the way to the bottom. It takes a lot of turns to go all the way to the top, which is good because it gives you a lot more space to try to get that, to fine tune your hop up. You want to fine tune just a couple of little notches, whatnot. And you got, you can see right here, it's a lot of turns and a lot of turns going back. The magazine release right here is basically like similar to an AK. It's ambidextrous. Front end first. Pop this in. I got BBs. It comes with a 400 round high cap. I got BBs in here, so I don't want to put it inside the magazine well, or else the BBs will pop out everywhere. I got some pistol grip. It's pretty standard. I like it real thin. I like the thin pistol grips because I got smaller hands, so I like that. I can fit that real in. It has a crane stock, M4 style, adjustable. What else in here? That's about it for the externals. Now going internals, it uses a version 7 gearbox. So version 7 is only used by the M14s. It's a Tokyo Marui clone. So this is exactly like a Tokyo Marui. Exactly. Okay. Except the Tokyo Marui probably costs about $100 more. But the only difference with this and the Tokyo Marui is the motor cage and the motor. So that's the only difference between the Tokyo Marui version and this, the Cyma. This version right here, the EBR that I bought for Evike, comes with about a 110 or 120 spring. So it shoots 400 FPS out the box. That's pretty nice. Also, it's a convenient, it has a 6.04 Type bore barrel. Because I was about to order another Type bore barrel, because that's the first thing I do with on my guns is put a Type bore barrel on there. But I found out it has a 6.04 Type bore barrel, it's 420 millimeters long. No need to upgrade that. One thing you gotta do, if you decide to upgrade it anyways, make sure you get a Type bore barrel for the M14. The M14 Type bore barrel is a lot different from any other Type bore barrels. The notch is a little bit further back. Or you could buy a Type bore barrel and put the notches in yourself, which I wouldn't do. What else is on here? Okay, some of the complaints I hear from this. Well, one of the complaints is the rear stock will get loose. If it starts working this way loose, just get a long screwdriver and screw it back in the back. Another thing I hear, I guess a plastic spring guide. That's kind of iffy with this, especially if you're trying to run this as a DMR. If you decide to upgrade the spring, you definitely want to try to go get a metal spring guide with the bearings in it. The trigger contacts. Trigger contacts will burn out real fast. I use 11.1 lipos in all my guns, and so my trigger contacts will probably burn out. So I'll probably get a MOSFET, which I'll talk about later on. Also, the motor is the long type. It says it's a high torque motor, but the Chinese version of a high torque motor is garbage, basically. If I was to pull this motor out, I could spin it with my fingers. Yeah, that's not a high torque motor. I'm planning to give me an ASG Infinity motor, and that's a high torque motor, the 18,000 or 1800, whatever it is, and you could barely spin. I mean, you got to put some pressure to be able to spin that motor. The magnets are that strong. Now that's a high torque motor, and that's why I plan to put in here. Another upgrade I plan to do, of course, I'm planning to put like a 140 spring in here, maybe a 150 spring. If you decide to upgrade the gears in here, which I don't plan to, but if you decide to upgrade the gears in here, make sure you get an M14 set of gears. The M14 set of gears is different from the other set of gears because I believe it's the spur gear. The spur gear is smaller than the normal gears. So make sure you upgrade the gears, get the M14 gears. Another thing I'm going to get is a MOSFET. I told you about the trigger contacts. So of course, almost all my guns I get MOSFETs on them. So I'm going to get the Com2 MOSFET, which I love. It's plug and play. You plug it into your gun, plug your battery into the MOSFET, and you're ready to rock and roll. And it also has trigger wires to set up for your trigger to bypass the system that has now, where all your power goes to your trigger contacts. And so that'll keep the contacts from burning out. Also, what I like about the Com2 MOSFET is that it's programmable and it has active braking. And so what I plan to do is completely take away my fully automatic fire. I'm going to set it to a 1-round burst. So it'll be a semi-automatic, and then when I put it in a fully automatic, it'll be a 1-round burst, basically making it semi-automatic. But I do love my full auto. I love to rock and roll every once in a while. Just in case I got a bunch of enemies coming, I decided to rock and roll. The Com2 MOSFET gives me the option to hold the trigger down for like 0.2 seconds, and then it'll go full auto. I'll get to go full retard on folks if they try to rush me. If too many enemies try to rush me. Other than that, this is a great gun. It feels really good. I like the way it got this hand grip right here built into this. I mean, it feels great. I mean, oh, feel that burn. That thing got some weight. Oh, feel that burn. So this is for all you little Joes out there that want to buy this rifle. Just note that this thing is heavy. Okay, it got some weight. All right. Anyways, that's the review. I'm gonna go ahead and put some clothes on. I'm gonna go outside to the side of my yard and go ahead and shoot some rounds off. I wanted to shoot this at range, at about 100 foot range, 150 foot range, 200 foot range, but it's very, very windy outside. I mean, it's like 16, 17 mile per hour winds outside. So I'm gonna go to my backyard. It's 100 foot range, and you'll be able to see what I could do with the 100 foot range with this stock. No upgrades. Thank you for watching part 2 of this series. Click on that like button, click on the subscribe button, especially if you want to see the part 3 and part 4 of the series. Part 3 will be covering all the upgrades I did to the M14, and part 4 will show another shooting review at 100 foot, 200 foot ranges. Thank you, GQ Shooter, signing out.